Hello, welcome to Sugar Free. Thank you for clicking and giving this a whirl. Let's see. I'm just not going to look at that. Let's see what we can see for Friday the 27th. Oh, that sounds fruity. Of November 2020. Major Arcana reading. Okay. Right, that first one that fallen out, I haven't looked at it. But I'm going to take it. God, dear, cards are really messy. There's another one. This never usually happens to me. There's a third one. And a fourth one. If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that that never happens to me. I've got 4 cards out. Okay, I'm just going to stop shuffling and look at them. Okay. The Empress wanted to be seen. Ditto Justice. Ditto the Magician. Ditto the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and pull one more. Okay, I'm just going to give that another one. That never happens to me. Sorry, I need another one. See, after all that drama now. All that drama. Okay, beautiful. There we go. Right. And the Fool. Right. I'm going to put these in order of cards. So we've got 0, the Fool, 1, the Magician, 3, the Empress, 8, Justice, and 12, the Hanged Man. So starting off with the Fool, the I am, that's all there is to it. I am, it is. And insofar as that, in the same way that with every breath, speaking as a daily meditator, with every breath we take, we are renewing ourselves. We are always new. Always. Doesn't matter how weighed down we are or appear to be or feel like we are with our accrued calcified stuff in here, we are always, with every breath, new. Then we have card number 1, the Magician. So we've moved from I am to I do, I can, I make, I will. So manifestation from being, from simple being, to the action of doing. We then miss out card number 2, the High Priestess, and we move on to card number 3, the Empress. So the High Priestess, who isn't on the table here in this series of early outers of the tarot cycle, the High Priestess is the I know cards. We've got I am, I do, I know, I grow. Yeah, we put those 3 things together, the being, the doing, and the knowing, and something begins to grow. We don't have the knowing here on the table, so I just need to note that. Empress, the sprouting of the seeds, the opening of the flowers, the setting of the fruit, the pollination, the fertilization, the Shakti of growth. Wonderful. Okay, we also have Justice. Notions of right and wrong, fair and unfair. And this is the point where we get to the point in the tarot cycle when we come face to face with notions of right and wrong. fair and unfair. And we have to somehow assimilate those. You know, perhaps it could be as simple as saying that we realise that it doesn't matter what we do, life isn't fair. We have to deal with that sense of, you know, the bottom line is we all want to think that we're right, but the world and other people in the world may not agree with us. So how do we navigate that right and wrong, that it's not fair, it's fair, that you deserve this, I didn't deserve that? That's what that card is about. And then the Hanged Man, the point at which we decide to not scrap everything, but just put everything on hold and just go and think about something else and look at things from a different angle without acting, just looking. So there's a lot of forward motion here on the table today, mediated by, and in a way that I feel justice today is substituting for the High Priestess in this run of 0, 1, 2 being missing, and then 3, the Empress. Justice is kind of mediating for that. So there's forward motion, there's the sense of something new starting, but it is riddled. It's riddled with this wondering whether it's right or wrong. And that emphasis is really giving us pause for thought. And I'm going to get some more now to see a little bit more about that, because as I say, from this early progress, we then kind of, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and oh yeah, I'm going to make this call, and this is going to happen, and so wants to collaborate with me on this and come in with me on that, and fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Hold on a minute, is this the right thing to do? Is this right? And that's like, oh, hold on, maybe I need to think about this a little bit. That's what we've got so far on the table. I mean, they wanted to come out the Fool, the Magician, the Empress, and Justice. So this was a very strong message. Okay, it is you. All right, I've pulled 2. I didn't mean to, but I have. Our old friends, the Lovers, and Judgment. So again, we're in pretty big potatoes here. This, for me, Justice, the Hanged Man, and the Lovers is a kind of triumvirate. And this notion of, is this the right thing to be doing? Or is this right or wrong? What's going on? Is it okay to be doing this? Not okay as in, does it work? Okay as in, is this on or not on? Giving us pause for thought and making us aware that it can't be both. Again, we're back to this. It cannot be both. It can't be both right and wrong. And, you know, we, in our culture, we don't like that kind of black and white thing. Sneeze brewing. We don't like that black and white thing. We want to always have options. We want to always be able to see it from a different angle. Hanged Man there. Basically to kind of square it with ourselves, whatever it is. And our culture has really given us huge opportunities to do that. We're kind of shocked culturally and socially when bang, this kind of barrier, this shutter comes down and says, well, no, actually, no, that is wrong. It's verboten. You don't do it. We're like, what? You know, because we've been kind of educated and culturated to see things, be able to see, well, you know, if you look at it this way and you look at it that way. It's like, no, there are actually edges. And there it is. There it is. It doesn't matter how you look at it. You know, it doesn't matter how you look at the difference, say, between being alive and not being alive. You know, you can't say, well, in some ways he's dead. But, you know, when you look at it this way, it's still like, no, you're either one thing or the other. This is black and white. Black and white. And you can't have both. There are so many grey areas in life, but they're also right out the end of that spectrum of grey, 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 all those different shades of grey. There is pure black and there is pure white. There is. And actually they're kind of right next to each other in this spectrum. So what we're dealing with here is acknowledging that no matter how much energy there is, Fool, Magician and Empress, no matter how much kind of gung-ho, forward motion, just wanting something and perhaps even just making something happen doesn't mean it's necessarily right, no matter how we look at it. There is a choice to be made between this and that, and it is not always possible to have everything, because here we see someone about to step into a new paradigm, choosing between his girlfriend and his mother. He can't be a son and a husband at the same time. He wants to go forward, but a part of him wants to stay back as well and have the security of the known. However strong the appetite is for the unknown and for the, oh yes, I want that. And, you know, that's just the force of nature to want that. And that is encapsulated in that little cherub there. There is always that wish to stay with the familiar. But we can't have both. We just can't. And the Judgment card is telling me that is true. No matter how much we might want to pretend to ourselves that it's not, and that we can have it all. In some respects we can, but in some respects we can't. And I'm going to get one more because I'm interested in what this is, what this forward motion is here with the Fool, the Magician and the Empress, because from that real motivation to be, to make, to grow, we're then moving into this very mediated energy here of Justice, the Hanged Man and the Lovers. And it's clearly big potatoes because the Judgment card is on the table. The Judgment card encapsulates everything, all the karmic implications and accruals and results of what we have done. And you can't hide from it. So let's get one more. I want to find out a bit more what this is about. This forward motion of those three early cards. Okay, there you are. The Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? Yeah. This is about wanting it all. Wanting it all and wanting... There's the card that is appropriate for this and that isn't on the table is the Strength card. Because that lion in the Strength card is the kind of the wild creature that just wants what it wants when it wants it. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I'm seeing that there's a wish that no matter which way we go, no matter what we do, no matter what business we are about with that Fool, that Magician and that Empress, that we kind of hope, obviously we hope it's going to go our way, but there's a fear in there as well. The choice. There really is a choice being made here. There's a choice being made. And right, okay, hold on. I know I'm not even gonna, sorry, I'm just making sure I've got absolutely the right one that my fingers are on. Yep. Okay. High Priestess, we know deep down in our bones what, and I just saw, I don't usually look at the bottom of the deck, but I did, and this is who I saw, the Devil. There's something that right down in our gut, Devil, is kind of keeping us from taking, and I'm going to really put my neck on the line here, the right decision. We know, High Priestess, what the right thing to do is here. We do know. And much as we may wish that however it goes, we're going to get what we want, we kind of know deep down that we can only get what we want by being what we want. And what we want is to be right. But the reason, the reason this very simple formula that I've just said there, you know, we want what we want and we want it to be right. The reason that is kind of causing us a bit of consternation. I mean, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards on the table just to say we want what we want and we want it to be right. Okay, 9 cards to say that. The reason it's taken 9 cards to say something so simple is because of this. There's something tugging at our gut that hasn't been released. I'm going to, gosh, I've been yakking for a long time. nearly 18 minutes. I want to get a little bit of a clue on this. What's tugging at our gut? What is tugging at the gut? Okay, that's a good shuffle. There's a, okay, death. It's fear. Fear of letting go. Fear of letting go of the familiar. I think there's a fear here that if we let go of the familiar and allow change in, it's going to sort of uncover stuff that might be tricky for us to deal with. Okay, no but. And that is the challenge on the table for Friday the 27th of November. Do we have the strength and, in a sense, the karmic courage to look this in the eye? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Namaste.